Okay, I'm back. This is a quick one just about building reports. So I have a session, it's got a bit of freestyle. It's also got this relay, and if we click on the relay, see I've added a few people to the relay. Haven't filled out all the teams. Okay, there's no more nominations. So I'll just hold down the control key. I'll click on here. I'll pick anyone. That'll do. So I've just nominated and included in this team A one of the swimmers. That's sort of like a quick way without having to go back over here and nominate them, etc. So anyway, so I've got one team with 4, I've got blah de blah, and in sessions we can see that in the relay there's 15 people, 15 entrants. Okay. All right, now if I want to say go to here and do a Marshall report, currently that looks like that. Yeah, looks all right. In this particular one, when I built it, I said don't exclude the outside lanes. So when I went yes, it built it this way with all these, with lots of space on either side, because that's the best way of fitting them in. Anyway, so what happens when we want to see a Marshall report here? So I'll click on Marshall report, and this report changes a little bit. It's got team A, and then it gives you numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. That's their swimming order, and what lane? 4, 5, and 6 for the 3 teams. And yeah, it was. So if we have a look at the actual, if we go here and we actually look at that Marshall report, here's the query. Well, in fact, why don't I just come over here? This is Azure. This is where I've been testing it. So 64 is just a normal individual event. And if I run that, it looks like this down the bottom here in the grid. And if I go to 65, which just happens to be that relay, and I run it, we can see it's changed slightly in the full name section, and so what I did was created a switch based on event type, and so it pulled up a different version of or a different query. So this is how, oops, geez, fast scrolling, isn't it? This is how team event query, whereas the top one up there is for individuals. Yeah, so I just modified it, and that's why you see this number in the full name. Plus, there's a team name obviously for team events, but the team name for an individual one is null. And then when we come back here and we go to the actual building the report, if I just run that, thank you very much. There is a group header which has the team name, but I obviously don't want to see that in individual events. So I've just written a little bit of inline code, as it were, in the report, that after it's calculated its height, it will, if it's a team ID is greater than or equals 0, which is the case for individuals events, then it will hide that header, if that makes any sense to you. And so if we look at it, not too sure what report we're on. Yes, we're on the relay. We can see heat 1 and the team header. But if I close this and I go to this query, which is what I'm running, and say I change the parameter that I'm using, which is called event ID, and I change it to 64, which is just so happens to be that event, which is a individual event, and maybe I should execute it, go OK, run the report any moment now, file preview, and now you see it just as the standard individual event report. Looks complicated. convoluted to actually build, but you know, that's what programming is all about, really, isn't it? Okay, well, I just thought I'd show that just because it was amusing me trying to work it out. Okay, catch you later.